Right then, if you want more Etsy sales now, not later, but now, make sure you do these 5 things in your Etsy shop. Each one of them will help you make more sales, but if you put all 5 together, it's definitely going to help your store. So let's get into these 5 points and let me know in the comments if you're going to do them. Let's go. Okay, so the first one of 5 points is to list 1 item per day for 30 days. So 1 brand new listing into your store every day, day in, day out for 30 days. And I know some of you are going to say, Nick, I can't do that. Nick, it's too fast. Nick, it's too many. Whenever you see me advise you to do something, if you can't exactly do what I'm asking you to do, just adapt it for your store, right? Let's say you could only list 1 every 5 days. Okay, that's fine. Just do 6 listings over the next 30 days. Adapt what I teach you to fit your business. I know some of you can't do what I ask you to do. Just do what you can. So by listing 1 item per day, you are making sure the Etsy algorithm comes back to your store every single day to list and index the new listing you've put into your store. Etsy knows what's going on in your store. It monitors the activity. It knows how many listings you've got. It knows everything about your store. And active stores and more recently active stores, Etsy massively prefers over stores that don't do anything and aren't active or haven't been active for a good amount of time. So really, really important that we're always active in our store. Let's get on to number 2. So number 2, a lot of you are probably going to hate me for this, but my channel is all about making you sales, not pie in the sky that's never going to get you anywhere. Number 2 is improve the primary photo slot product photo. Just the primary photo slot, right? So go through your store. If you've got dull, washed out, muddy, shadowy photos with the product not central or the top of the product's cut off or the bottom is, just take the time, sit down and improve your product photography, right? If you're doing mock-ups and the mock-up is too far away or it's too cluttered with things that don't need to be in the shot, make some changes, get some new mock-ups, get your branding on point with your mock-ups. But for those who do photography, it's literally the window to your store. We've got to get this right. So make sure, just the primary photo slot, don't worry about the others, just get that primary photo slot improved so that people come into the listing, click on it, and then they can look through the other photos. Yes, ideally it would be better to have all 5 or 7 or 8 photos upgraded, but this is quick and easy things you can do to improve your conversion rate and make more sales. Get those primary photo slots improved. Let's get on to number 3. Number 3, this is a massive one, and it's one of the single biggest reasons for Etsy sellers failing in their stores. You need to sell products that people want to buy as well as products that you want to make. Don't make products that you want to make that people don't want to buy. This is a real store killer for new and growing stores. You've got to go to the market, go to Etsy, type your keywords in for whatever it is that you're selling and check that there are plenty of products for sale, so pages and pages of products for sale, and also go and look at the stores and make sure that the stores selling these items have thousands and thousands of sales, right? Yes, that's more competitive, but that's what you want. You need competition. You need a marketplace for what you're selling. So don't fall into the trap of just creating stuff because you love doing it. And I know so many Etsy sellers that do this, but there's no market or an unproven market. I don't mind you taking risks, but if you want to make sales, you've got to sell things that people want to buy. Check the marketplace, make sure this is the case. Otherwise, you're going to grow your store and make no sales. Sell things people want to buy. I know it's obvious, but so many people don't do it. Let's get on to number 4. Okay, number 4 is one of those things that so many Etsy sellers don't do, and it's only in doing my job, speaking to people every day, that I realize actually, this is such a big, easy thing to do. and it's as follows. The first thing, open sections for all the items that you sell in your store. So create sections for them, like necklaces, earrings, bracelets, whatever it is for your store. That's the first thing. Create sections. Put all your items into those sections so that people can move around your store and find what they want. Now, here's the bit that hardly any sellers do at all. I think out of 100 people that I talk to, not even one does it correctly. So once you've got your sections, you need to go into your product descriptions and link to the section that product comes from. So if it's a necklace, you need to say, see more of our necklaces here, with a link to the necklace section. And below that, the second link you need is a link to your storefront. So you would type something like, see the rest of our store here, with a link to your storefront. And on top of that, you take those two links, they're live links. When you link to your section, you link to your store, people can click on them straight away or tap on them and go to that section. That's why these are so valuable. Make sure both of those links, the section and store links, are in the top half of your product description. Right? It's a well-known fact. Etsy customers don't read product descriptions. They might read the first paragraph or two, but they're not diving down into 4, 5, 6 paragraphs of your writing to read it. They don't bother, right? So let's get these section and store links into the top half of your description, where of course they're more likely to see them, more likely to click on them. And the reason why we do this is the customer, well, they might not like the first item they see in your store. So let's make it easy for them to move around and more likely find something that they are interested in and they do want to buy. Section and store links, product sections in your store, get those done today. There's no excuse, and you can go as fast as you want, adding your sections and adding links to the section and store. Don't worry about going slowly. If you've got 100 items in your store and you haven't done this work, put them all in sections, add the section and store links to the description. You can do them all today, no problem at all. Right, let's get on to the last tip. This is the biggest one. I always save the best till last. If you do these 4 that I've already mentioned and number 5 coming up, you are going to make more sales. Let's get into number 5. So number 5 on this group of tips you can do now to start making more sales is personalization and giftability. Etsy, as some of you will know, in March spent $7.5 million. That's right, $7.5 million on promoting Etsy gift mode on the Super Bowl adverts in America. So Etsy has gone all in on gift mode. So Etsy's tried other things in the past. We've had the Etsy House, Etsy Explore, right? But this time Etsy is saying we are going to be the #1 destination for gifting on Etsy. So I'm saying take it seriously. I'm not saying that this is going to last forever. I'm not saying that Etsy will be the destination for gifting. I hope it is, right? I hope it is, because then we all make more money. But to facilitate that and improve your chances of being featured in Etsy gift mode, you need to offer personalization and giftability. So personalization, it's a no-brainer. It means 20 to 30% more sales if you offer decent personalization on the products you sell. And I know that some of you can't do that. And I know that some of you will say, Nick, I just can't do personalization. Okay, don't do personalization, do the giftability side, which I'll explain in a minute. But personalization, making a product the customer's version of the product, is what so many customers come to Etsy for, especially in September, October, November, December, for Christmas. If you're doing this Etsy game right, you should be making more sales in October, November, and December than the rest of the year combined. Unless, of course, you've got a product specific to summer. Generally speaking, because Etsy is a gifting site, October, November, December are the key times of the year. So offer personalization across lots of products, not 1, 2, 5. If you've got 100 products in your store, 20, 30 of them need to be personalizable so that you can grab these sales for anniversaries, birthdays, Christmas, weddings, celebrations. This is what Etsy customers come to Etsy for. So the second part of this piece, number 5, is giftability. Customers want to be able to buy a gift, maybe personalize it, and then of course send it to their recipient gift wrapped, right? There's so many people that need to send gifts across distances, different parts of a country, different countries, right? Let's make it easy for customers to purchase from us. Personalize the items when you can, make them giftable with gift wrapping. Combine those two together, I promise you it's absolutely deadly at Christmas time and Q4. So I hope these tips helped you, and as always there is a button coming up on your screen in a minute for free discovery calls. If you want to work with me, have a discovery call with me where I can walk through your individual Etsy store situation and tell you how we can work together in a paid consultation. I don't work for free, nobody works for free, but I do free discovery calls to set out the plan I work with you on with your store. Get into my comments. Are you going to do these tips? Let me know. Let me know how your store's going. And anything else, if you want to book a call with me, the links are in the description of this video. Don't wait. Don't get confused. Work with me. I'll fix your problems. Catch you in the next video. Cheers.